Hey guys, Mecha-san here with more series reaction to Mobile Suit Gundam The Witch from Mercury here. In episode 8 here. Oh boy, yeah, that's especially after last episode here, this episode has something here for both, especially for Suletta here and everything, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Yeah, so last episode, big fat big fat gathering of all the business heads here, in which basically people want to start their new businesses here. Can well say their what they're trying to announce here, what they're trying to pitch, and if the big other companies are interested here, they'll fund them here, stuff like that here, investors. And this was all Miorine's show here, in which she learned to put aside her pride, her dislike, and just literally asked her father, who she dates with quite a lot here, and we see a bit why here with a little flashback with the mother's funeral, I guess. Yes, and he did. He invested here like a wow, and that's what triggered like a domino effect here, which let everyone get sponsored and such here. And yeah, Gundam Inc. here, which yeah, I guess they're gonna research the Gundam, see what the hell, because the Ariel is an enigma. Yes, it's a Gundam, which Gundam this has a gun format and everything, the Gundam system. But the pilot, it's like nothing. She's used. I mean, granted, we never hear or see Suletta say, "Yeah, like raise the permit score here," like we saw Elan do it. I mean, he raised the permit score to 2, but he was surprised there was no reaction to the permit in his body or the nanomachine. Yeah, they explained. I think. Yeah, I mentioned that in the last video here, where they explained what makes the Elan we know, Elan 4, an enhanced human, and it was all nanomachines. So yeah, so what exactly? Because we know from the short story that the Ariel has an AI, has a high intelligence AI system, pure, almost fully conscious here, but can't control the mobile suits here. Yet seem to be able to control the beam staves and bits, the gun bits. Curious about that here. So yeah, that was that here. And there was a whole, like, the big three, obviously, like, trying to work together, plotting against Suletta's mom. And they were so upset here. It's like, now that I remember here, Jetar, the Jetar kid, Guel's brother. Anyone else think he's kind of like the Garma, with how he's sort of like, I think I clip of him like messing with hair and stuff like that. Yeah, he could. Are they setting him up to be like the Garma of this show? Who knows? But there is the question, of course, here. It's like, we know why Jetark and Pale wanted to go against Shinsei, but Grassley, what exactly were they hoping to get out of this here? And like, yeah, we can spout theories here, which some are very logical, very likely here, but I want to actually hear it from the show say, what did Grassley hope to get? And then there was like Shaquille, I forgot the guy's name here, but you know, the Grassley's son, making the moves on Nika. Okay. Again, I'm still wondering, could Nika be like a sleeper agent here for Earth terrorism here or something like that? I hope not, but sure wouldn't be unlikely. The main thing, of course, was Suletta. Just the look on her face at the end of the episode when her mom confirmed that, yeah, Ariel's a Gundam. It's like, ouch. Her mother admitted to lying to her all this time. Oh, if the Ariel could talk. If anything, I first episode here, Soleta said she made an app for the Ariel. The Ariel can somehow express with monitor blinking, like yes, as a yes or no thing. So why not give the Ariel some wait for her to like text her thoughts and such, what she wants to say. All right, so yeah, there's a lot of questions here, but now we're gonna see what happens. And again, everyone, I remind you all that due to YouTube, Ludacris's copyright system here, I have to do edits to my videos here, as you can tell from the way the screen looks here. Yes, and the audio of the video is gonna be low on the capture. Sorry, people, but not much I can do here. YouTube, if the copyright system instantly, if I show full episode unedited or anything like that here, it'll get blocked, like worldwide. This also goes for any theme song. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut that out. I hate doing that, but blame the system. Anyhow, she founded a company for Gundam. She sold investments and bought out some Pale and Shinsei development teams on the spot. I almost fainted. She was an ulterior motive. Yeah. Having trouble ever since she... You will have trouble with men in the near future. That's the last thing I need. Got nothing to do with me. It's got plenty to do. Oh, look at... What the heck? What? Me and everyone here. And look at Suleta back here. That's it. Look at Suleta there. Gundam Inc. You'll be properly paid. No? That's not coming. What are we doing? We do it with Gundams anyway. Yeah. That's what I want to figure out. You haven't thought about that. But I guess the first thing I do... Oh, gotta point this. Boy, yeah. I'm gonna mute the get computer audio here on the OBS. So, sorry, people. I guess... Because I wanted the music at least. I'm not robbing this for myself. I guess the first thing to do is... get Suleta in the Ariel and see how high she can take the permit score. Like, have some medical equipment on her, something like that here, to very least see what kind of reaction her body incurs as the permit score raises. Because that's a big thing here. That's a big issue here. The bioethics dilemma, in which the higher, it's like the data storm, it's information overload. Again, think back to Pacific Rim and how the first Jaegers were, with the man-machine interface system was too much for one mind to handle. So that had to do with two-mind system. Now, the mobile suits here are not as big as Jaegers, but still. So, like I said, moving all that math with your mind. Okay, we're back on here. That Spacian turd! That is in session. Oh, she's mad. If it means I get to work on Ariel, the president can't do as well. That's, yeah. It was on such a Spacian bimbo. It's breaking. It depends on the salary. If it's mighty, I won't complain. I'll slack off. And witches. Yeah. Can't be quietly. Yeah, be quiet, man. Found you. You have any clue where? More about. Good question. Gundam, so I have a lot of questions. Exactly. Why develop her when you had to hide that she was a Gundam? Ariel's past data. Okay. Will trust numbers over your words or mine. Yeah. The basic element of the Gundam format. Ready to accumulate data, really? Gundam's curse is a heavier burden. So that's what he meant. Probably. But it's like, you don't... Okay, I can see why he doesn't want to go through the process here, because we've seen what happens. That would require a lot of... the cost is high. And these guys clearly aren't like the Titans or the Zeon, stuff like that here, in which they'll just... They have zero form of ethics here. So that's one thing I could give Delling here, at least. So far, at least that's what he's the visage he's giving out here is that he denies Gundam because of the like ethical, like massive issues it makes here. I mean, essentially making humans potatoes, vegetables, or fruit, or whatever. Oh, such an innocent question. Yep. Does it frighten you? No. But even so... Yeah, being afraid of the unknown. Or even attack it, exactly. In people's minds, forbidden machines. I'm worried for you, girl. Comes by their side, okay. Yeah. Even Minori, okay, I like first Minori's reaction to seeing her, the arm being removed. It's like she was like shocked. Granted, that seems like just regular surprise, actually, because that's the first time seeing someone with a gun system. Which again begs the question: what happened to its original purpose as medical technology for Spacians? But yeah, when you see how it was projected here, the wide, oh yeah, talk about manipulating your own daughter there. If Ariel could talk, one point to ask your mother. That's a good question. Now you know she's a Gundam. Aww. Look who it is. You'll attack. Be quiet. You're a medic. You don't want me getting close to you. More about... Yeah, of course. Exactly. Nope. Your investors aren't philanthropists.
計画次第じゃ最悪全部白紙だ。
何が言いたいわけ？
その会社俺が引き取ろうか。
No!
条件は？
君との結婚。 近いうちにまた話そう。じゃあね、水星ちゃん。
He raises good points here, don't get me wrong, of course, but
私、分かっちゃいました。シャデクさん、ミオリネさんのことが。
don't kid your stone, don't.
あいつ、グラスレ
Was raised in an orphan run by really orphanage.
やれることは何でもやるやつよ。
Okay, that does make sense.
はい。
So he's not Grassley by blood here. He's not that his father's not his blood father. An orphanage. Huh. Yeah, and a lot of animes here, people who grow up in orphanage do their best to get out of it. And I remember the moment she said orphanage and everything like that, I instantly thought to the origins of Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh!
ミオリネ社長の指示通り、投資家向けの開示情報をまとめました。もう受け入れてる。
You in already? Minor restriction. There are a lot of things we have to decide. Well, yeah. They're all... Yeah, those things. Very important, actually.
この会社がどういうものかってことを書いた規約会社名、設立者の氏名、発行可能株式総数とか。
Yep, the things will be written. We're seeing what these guys have learned. Should be something profitable. Unless the gun safety is proven. Barakto. Exactly. Received from Pale. The cost of building one Ferric unit was this much. How many units of mobile suits could you buy with that? I do love this gag here where they never say the price here. They did this also in IBO when the first Tekkadan took over the PMC, and yeah, it's a high-end prototype unit here, so it's gonna cost a lot more than regular mobile suits. But yeah, the money, we can easily envision just the price in our heads. Enough to feed Keiko and the others. Ouch! What are you gonna sell? Selling them as weapons would seem the most reasonable plan. Yeah. Oh, you're war orphan. Really? I'm for it. Is it even realistic? Yeah. No, we're just saying the obvious. So the limitation. Killing machines, yeah. Oh, that got a response from him. A bad one. What about you? Should be exactly. Yeah, you know. It can't be like that. That's how it is. You're the one who should leave. What? Yeah, all Earthians here, remember? This is the hard part here. Yeah, we're learning a lot here.
わかった。ミオリネさん。マルタン。登記書類の細かい部分はあんたに任せる。リリッケは法人口座開設。
Open a company's bank account.
それとマルタンのフォロー。はい。
All right.
この中で絵心のある人間は。
Oh, him? Make it stylish. Yes, make a PR video that will ride Gundams off their. Yeah? 2 weeks? Changes his I guess so. Damn! I love her. I don't want you to get so mad. Oh, her scream is like a whistle, like the horn of his old steam locomotive. I love it. Still, we learn a lot here. We see just what everyone's motivations are. Well, not everyone's, but the general gist here, as well as some backgrounds. One of them's a war orphan. A lot of those, and there are a lot of those on Earth here. Wars on Earth. One just came in for the money, one for business, and we see that they are learning. Like, yeah, normally we just see that, okay, we got mobile pilot training, management, and now we're seeing more business side here. Like, they teach them business and everything, and yeah, people would say, well, this is very unrealistic here. It's Japan here. In Japan, the school level is like what's considered high school. For in the West, it's like, oh boy, that's like middle school in Japan here, and they have different levels of education here and stuff like that. But we'll see an issue here. They got to make all this in 2 weeks. They got to like set up everything. The whole point of this is to and yeah, they got the money here, which slowly they're gonna start losing it, and just the basics, just making sure everyone gets paid, making the entire Earth side here, and selling weapons. That is the easiest way to go. What else can you do here? Maybe sell better mobile suit parts, components, stuff like that. Because keep in mind, people, it's not just like one company makes a whole suit and weapons included here. No, it's like, I mean, they have one company that makes the main things, but they license out, have subsidiaries and what have you that makes everything, and even a whole separate other company makes the weapon that a mobile suit will have. From everything from the reactors, the engines, the actuators, sensors, armor plating. There's a lot. Auto balancer systems. There's a lot that goes into. There's a lot of parts and components here, and you gotta think of it much like one would make a car or a tank, stuff like that. Here, you got multiple companies here, sometimes adding in for the greater whole. Guel?
だよ。つまんねえの。掃除か。関心だな。続きはやっとい
I'll
て。
pick up where you left off.
おう悪いな。
Damn, Guel.
必要に来いよ。
Come to our house.
シャワーもある。俺との決闘
I won't lick the boots of a wimp.
こびるつもりはない。避けてたのはお前になら任せられると思ったからだよ。
Hmm?
気が変わったら連絡してくれ。俺はお前のこと結構気に入ってるんだ。哀れまれてたまるかよ。
Hmm.
はい。
You better and some bringing anti-Gundam weapons too.
決闘で奪うつもりはない。
Seizing it in a duel. Do it whatever you like. So you want to raise Gundam from this world?
父さん。
And why?
狭すぎる。
He's far too narrow. His competition.
思想も
So far, Grassley is the outstanding factor here. It's like, why does he want to erase Gundams from the world? Did he lose someone he cared for? And that ship that came in with those mobile suits here looks exactly like that ship from the prologue. And I just recognized it from the rear, but the mobile suits they had in them. One was obviously the one from the opening there, that white suit, which will be Shaquille's own, and the others, I don't know, but anti-Gundam weaponry. And this is an image of the prologue. To deny all Gundams. This is a flashback. Oh no, this is a recording. Yes. Perhaps it's time you have to look up that thing. When he is ready, the Farak. We should transfer to you. Miss Bermelia Wist. Oh. Want to learn more. Yeah. Are all the abhorred. Yes, why are they abhorred? They could be. So why did they reject that? Eliminate them by the witches create the Gundams in the first place. The witches. So what? The witch? Okay, I'm assuming the term witch is an umbrella term here to represent the people who made the Gundams, like Dr. Kato, and the people who pilot the Gundams. Don't call them. Or the Gundams, guns imitating what they did. Yes, please, tell us more. So what did he learn? He was behind. Yeah, you're planning to take over. Who are you groveling to today? They're a customer, okay. That performed pale mobile suits. And I'm sure you're aware of our monetary situation. Until you're on your feet, any personnel you need. I don't trust them. Sounds too good. Stagnant weapons industry. Okay, that's not good. Allergic to Gundams, yeah. Doubtful. That's the feeling I do. Yeah, you just said his mind is too narrow and old, so... Nah, you know you can't. I don't like the fact... Using them as weapons here, what... The guns... the idea of the gun was, the gun technology was to basically go Ghost in the Shell here so people can better adapt to space. Again, I'm sorry I'm pausing for a lot of people here. I just like to take it all in. Yeah, I don't trust that guy. In a business competition. And scolded us. Ooh, really? believe we can bring out a better future than our. I don't trust you.
そうか編集点丸わ
You can clearly see where it's been edited.
先輩ここ間違ってます二人ともいい加減仲直りしない
They're still fighting,
姉さんはもう2週間経つぜ。
めんどくさく
but she got fed up and ran away to Earth.
ミオリネさんはそんな人じゃありません
言い切れるほど
You
付き合い
haven't known her long enough to say that is true. You haven't.
私がどうかしたミオリネさん私はミオリネさんのことを信じてます
Stop that. Yeah, stop it.
決めたんかよガンダムの売り方収益を上げる方法は2
There are
つ
two ways to earn revenue.
一つは兵器としてガンダムを売るその場合誰に売るかは問わない
About who we sell to, of course. Well, second.
そしてもう一つ
スペーシアンの皆さんこんにちは私たちは
Death of Vanadis.
研究機関
For permit research. Okay.
なんだよこの映像
The hell is this video?
この人誰ですか
Um,
ガンダム作った人
really Gundam.
宇宙環境
I've always struggled to
見られてきました無重力
vacuum atmospheric composition,
大気蘇生宇宙放
phase radiation,
ワクチンやインプラントアプリ
vaccines and implants apps.
障害そのものを抑制することは難しいだからこそ
The Gundam medical
提
technology
供するガンド医療は身体の脆
that we're proposing could be a technology of hope.
技術となりうるのです
ガンド医療
Wait,
ガンドには
is the potential not only to expand.
だけでなく
Okay, it's a good.
宇宙双方の分断と格差を融和する可能性をも秘めていますどうか
We hope you will join us in Gracia.
人類の未来に
We're seeing all the
手を携える光があらんこと
これがもう一つの道
as a medical technology.
ガンダムに込められた本当の理念ガンドを使った医療技術を完成させて世に出すこと
You guys didn't know that?
命を救うためにガンダムを使
Which is the best way to say use a Gundam, in my opinion.
スーツが命を
That's what Gundams are.
受け入れてもらえるかはわからないけど
Still,
やる価値はある
you guys didn't know this?
とは違う道っていうのが素敵責任は私が取る文句ある
20. Okay, so 21 years. That's pretty much confirmed. The prologue event took place about 21 years ago. Which, ignoring the obvious issues, the obvious like questions that raises here, especially concerning one Suletta over here. Let me do my hand like that. Did they just erase the fact that the gun system technology was meant for medical use against everything? Because oh boy, yeah, you know, I saw one review, like the prologue review of online there, and they brought up the whole thing about a certain, was it a cosmonaut, I think, that stayed up in the International Space Station for a long time here, longer than she was supposed to, due to a number of factors and such, atmospheric and such, making it just delaying her return. And when she came down, she actually needed to be carried out of the re-entry capsule because she couldn't move here. I mean, she was fine, no injuries, but she just stayed in space so long that it seems her muscles and such as atrophied to the point where she could no longer support her own weight. Support herself, like, and so yeah, this technology would be perfect for that. That's a threat here between the weightlessness, atmospheric vacuum differences, space, celestial cosmic radiation. Yeah. And yet, not only did they completely axe the gun format for military technology, for the military, but even for the medical field, the original field, why? Makes me wonder, like, what about the Spacians who are suffering from medical defects and complications from living in space then? What happened? Oh, God. Yeah, I saw the edit there. That was adorable, by the way, but oh, God. Don't. There's a catchy jingle here. It's all like is hearing this makes me think of like the old like 70s and 80s shows. Okay, I almost promotional video. I do. I gotta admit, it still surprised me just how tall Suletta is, especially when standing next to Minori. Huh. Oh boy. And actually, I'm a little. Actually, it's a good thing I paused here because now I'm a little worried. This is a song they're starting now. Could this get me copyright blocked? So yeah, two dilemmas here. The fact that this is gonna be silly to watch, and the fact that, and the possibility that this could just, I'm gonna have to lower the volume a bit more here. Just for this scene. A ray of hope. God! Well, one of the singing voices is just terrible. Out my ears. God. Need to work on that here. That's hilarious. This is embarrassing. It's adorable. Oh, I like the logo. Oh, a nice use with the slash and the A right there using the nice. Finish drafting the business plan and to investors. Other school accept applications. Oh my god, exhausted. All we did was help with the video though, yeah? Oh, like, yeah, they got bang in their eyes. Mm-hmm. When it comes to saving lives. I mean, certainly. There are a lot of people who lost their arms and legs in mining accidents. Oh. Aww. Lunch party arrived. It's coming along. Yeah. It's like on my wish list. Oh yeah, that's right. Her wish list. This is. It kind of is actually. But school. I mean, it's more than that here. But yeah. What? What is it? Student regulation. I've added new. Student business startup regulations. What?
学生事業における新技術安全性
But in student businesses, safety verification,
には会社を立ち上げられない
safety regulation
ガンダムはグループの所有物
to being group property.
あとはサリウス代表が破棄するだけミオリネちゃんちょっとかわいそう大丈夫だってそん時はみんなで励ましてあげようよ
破棄はさせないさ
I won't let him dispose of it. Gundam will eventually.
俺にもいずれ
And the
必要な
group.
存在だ
You got a harem here?
会社は俺が引き取らせてもらう
もし彼女が拒んだら決まってるじゃんでしょ社
I don't like-
望んでいないだろうけど
Which I want.
たちは覚悟を決めているミオリネからガンダムを
Hmm.
奪い取る
From Minori's hand. Okay. Alright, yep. A new rig. So they gotta prove the safety? Okay, we're at the ending here, but I wanna. Actually, continue playing. This looks a little longer than typical here, so there could be like a little after credit scene or not. Either I want to go back here. In order to not have to engage, he's using the other options. I gotta admit, I'm impressed with this guy here. He figures out other solutions that doesn't involve conflict here. Doesn't involve trying to hurt anyone or damaging things. He's got a far more flexible, broad view. Can see more angles and more options. So he just made it so yeah, unless you can prove this is safe, no go. God, I want to hear this song. Still very nice. Oh, God. And next one is...
次回機動戦士ガンダム水星の魔女あと一
If I could take one step towards you. And the card is... Aww. That's nice. So I do like it. We learn more about Choo Choo here and her reasoning. And yeah, we already saw like her family, if you will, but we also saw like a lot of these guys get lost limbs because of mining accidents, which is a common thing. It's been a thing since mining was a thing. Still, it's Nika, which I'm most curious about, though. Like, what's she hoping to get out of this? What are the other girls hoping to get out of this? But let me see here. Here it is. Article 53, paragraph 3 of the Student Business Startup Regulations. Safety verification of new technology used in student businesses. And I like how, yeah, they don't say exactly what verification, what exactly has to be crossed off the list here. So, So what exactly are the qualifications? That's the thing we're gonna find out tomorrow. Hopefully, next episode here. He clearly does not like that he had to resort to this, but it's better than actually taking part in a duel. At least in his eyes. He was really hoping Minori can just, hey, join up. Let's work together. So yeah, I gotta admit, I'm impressed with this guy's flexible way of thinking. Definitely dangerous. Why do I see this guy, him donning a mask at one point? And he's got like this little group of girls, huh? So what's all okay? I think I think they told some of their stories here, like some of the background information and bios were released on some of these girls, but still curious. And yeah, we saw. In fact, let me. Okay, I'm gonna see about raising the opacity. Just around halfway, just in case, because you never know. Raise it more. So yeah, this is a suit. This is a suit. We've seen the Gunpla's already been out here. We know what we know and such, but not just this suit here. Let's see. I sent you some. Got a whole bunch of other suits here, and the way this is, and so yeah, it seems grass. I'm assuming that special made suit that was in the prologue, obviously grassly made. It had because especially with the name it has, yeah, with this name and the other one was named. I can't even pronounce that name, but yeah, it's clearly grassly and Michalis. So these are the so that's the S2 and these are Michalis, huh? Refresh my memory, people. Who was the mechanical designer on Grassley's suit, and what did he work on before? God, like I forget quite a bit. I know the Pale has as a mechanical designer worked on Armored Core mechs. So yeah, this is getting interesting, and we saw she founded quickly established a company here. Now it's time to like set the foundations for the company and everything. Like get the people here. They got the Earth House, pretty much made it on top of Earth House and everything. And ooh boy, yeah, Lady Prospera took on a much more darker light here. It's like Minori could see right through it. Like she's just saying things to make her. Like what her daughter wants to hear, what Soletta wants to hear to make her happy. Makes me wonder what if the Ariel could listen in on this, what she thought. Because she knows that Prospera just wants revenge here, and in the end, she and Soletta are kind of tools for her revenge. But I like that scene with Dr. Carta. Dr. Cardo here, it's like, and they just made people forget about this? The fact that the gun technology was used for medical purposes before? It's like, how? Why do you ask that out? It's like, don't people really need this? I mean, looking at all these images here, it's like, yeah, and now we heard Choo there, it's like, she had family members, people and everyone who had lost their limbs due to accidents. What do you do with that here? When that happens and everything like that, especially in space here, something can happen. So why ban this technology at all? To this extent here. I get you don't want to put it on a giant mech here because the strain is too much. But that's the one thing I don't get. They have to explain that. I mean, this technology existed long before Gundams did in this world, in this reality here, so we're still missing a lot. And I guess, yeah, Dr. Carter was a witch, but the head witch, I guess, because she was the one who pioneered this stuff. But they also mentioned they got implant apps and vaccines, which it sounds like it's just like putting a band-aid on it. It's not a permanent solution, just temporary at best. Which makes sense here for medical technology here because, they can just keep charging them over and over again. for like, hey, you need more vaccines, here's a price, price, and the apps here, new software apps here, so corporate profits. That's again another thing here. We're learning more about the corporation, starting up a business here. We learn a bit more about what Earth is like. There's a lot of war orphans on Earth here, and such here, and just how bad is it? It makes me think here, while there are no wars technically, there's still, I'm assuming, some rebel activity happening, terrorists, insurrectionists, some small, basically forest fires, if you know what I mean. That's a lot of questions. I am very curious to see what Earth is like here. We saw a bit of that a couple episodes ago here with a riot here of disgruntled people, and the fact that all their hard work, they're not reaping the benefits of it, of any form of benefit here. It's all going to space. So there's all that. Overall, this episode was very interesting, and it brought a lot more questions here, answered a few things, and shine a much darker tone thing, and we're getting conflict next episode here, no doubt. But next episode, I better see them try to find out why Suletta can use the Gundam with no issue whatsoever. Again, my theory is because if she was Eddie from the prologue, then by essentially merging with the technology, using the technology at such a young age, going through the layers, stuff like that here, it allowed her mind to, or still developing mind, to better adapt and such like that. Also, probably talking to the Lidriff like a person may have helped here. So yeah, even though Dr. Cardo was just entertaining a little child here, just being nice like a grandmother, she inadvertently might have just brought her technology to a step forward here without ever realizing it and never living to see it. Yeah. And of course, if Suletta was Eri from back then, it's no surprise she does not remember Dr. Cardo because she was 4 years old. Just 4 years old. How would she, like, I ask you to remember anything from when you were 4 years old. Any people like that here. You'll remember your parents, obviously, but random people? So yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. As always, comment what you all thought. Like, subscribe for more videos. Till next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.